Yeah, go nuts. Hey,
It's October
engage.
6th, and you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games.
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
All right, welcome to episode 396 of Mods on Air on this beautiful October day. It's not. We're going to bring you some we're going to bring you some gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I am Foilman, and we have Breezy with us. Hello, Breezy.
Hello.
Welshie's behind the dragon logo. Welshie.
Hello.
There he is. Ham is
Welshie's
with us. Hello, Ham.
Hello.
And Strider's with us. Hello, Strider.
Hey, everybody.
All right, before we begin, let me remind you that this show is recorded live, so things are going to happen, and those things may be adult-oriented. So if you are not an adult, or you do not enjoy adult topics,
Or if you're orientated.
bugger off.
Yeah.
Bugger. Bugger off.
But no, stay.
All right, that's that. All right, now we can get into some topics. We have a number of topics that, well, I don't want to say we have a number of topics. There was a lot of news regarding a few topics this
We
past
have
week.
one topic.
One really long? No, we have more than one. But the first thing that came across that came to my attention, which I think first started over on Monday of this past week, some interesting news, but I don't know. It's really hearsay. Half-Life 3 developer list found. Now, the way I read this was they found a list of developers who are working on the game. They don't necessarily say it was the list of developers from this week or a list of developers from 20 years ago when they first started Half-Life 3.
Right.
All you got to do is just link in any of those names and just see what they're doing.
Yeah. So this list, who knows if it had to do with anything, and nobody could verify anything. So that started a whole bunch of other rumors, or I don't know, news, or who knows what was going on. Then they say that they looked on Valve's database, and there's a report of finding more development team information over there. Okay. Is it true? Is it not true? What is this? Where is this database coming from? It comes out that, okay, there's a Half-Life 3 trademark filed. Again, I don't see anybody mentioning when it was filed.
Right.
But so, of course, they're going to file it. They probably file these things all the time.
We filed that so that they wouldn't take our T-shirt design.
So, yeah, all of this is, again, hearsay. None of this is going to actually be...
Didn't the trademark filing turn out to be a hoax? That somebody
That's
just
what I
filed
said.
it.
That's what some news was coming up, that it was a hoax. But I don't know if they can verify whether or not it's a hoax. It's likely a fake.
I still don't care why this is such a big deal. People need to let Half-Life go.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I'd
what I'm
say
thinking.
it's time, so yeah.
It was
Valve
time
apparently
like
has.
2 years ago to let it go.
But letting it go is on Valve time.
Ah, right.
Well, it's almost lapsed long enough that if Half-Life 3 were to come out, I might actually get it and buy it, because I'm no longer so disappointed, and I no longer have these high expectations of what's going to happen. It'll just be a new game. It won't matter.
I mean, consider this. Just that there were kids born when Episode 2 came out who are now old enough to know how to use a computer and play Half-Life and all these other games. Those kids, they probably don't care about Episode 3 or Half-Life 3.
No, they're
I
too
don't
busy
care
playing
anymore.
Call of Duty.
No.
Yeah.
The Half-Life franchise is going to be purchased by another company, and it's going to be put out on an entirely different engine, and that will be Steam's way out. Sorry, this is Half-Life 3 on the Crytek engine, and we had nothing to do with development of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what's going to happen.
I'm surprised actually that Steam has not, because they came out with the orange box, the Half-Life orange box, had all the Half-Life 2 and the one mod, and I think it came with Portal. That they're not
Portal.
doing something with their machine that they're coming out with, that it's not orange. Why aren't they calling it the orange box or something stupid like that?
It'll probably be the purple box.
I had somebody else suggest, which I thought was kind of funny, almost ironic. Maybe they're waiting to produce Half-Life 3 and only release it on the Steam box.
Hey, see? See?
Could happen, but it'd be a
Right.
stupid move.
It would be horrible, but
Yeah.
maybe.
The only
I
thing it
still
would do
just
is
I still think it's just utter suicide for Valve to even do it. It's like releasing something to basically go, please hate us.
I mean, if it crashes and burns, they can just say, "Oh well, all right, move on to the next thing."
Because it's just never going to live up to anything.
If it comes out, it should come out for free. And that way they're like, well, what do you want? You didn't pay for it. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever? It's just a tech demo for our new engine.
When is the last time they updated the engine?
I
I guess we don't
Portal.
see it anymore.
Portal 2 was on a different
Portal
one.
2,
but
they claim it isn't, but it is.
Dota 2 is, I think, the latest in terms of technological advance for the engine. It was, or is it Portal 2? It's got to be Dota 2.
But Portal 2 was definitely, if it wasn't a new engine, it was definitely a really updated version. Because that was definitely not what it used to be.
Right. There's a very easily recognizable difference between Portal and Portal 2.
Yes.
All right. Well, Steam is.
Bye, Welshie.
Yeah.
Bye, Welshie. Yeah. I think he just said bet, and that was it.
That was probably.
He sneezed all over his laptop or some shit. Shorted it out.
Jeez. All right, so Steam is not only talking about Half-Life 3. Well, actually, they're not. The community is, but Steam is talking about their Steam machines and the console, the Linux, the assumedly Linux-based console that they're trying to produce here with some information. Now, remember that they had this kind of beta thing going on where you could sign up, and if you got all these badges and cards and gems just lined up perfectly, that you might actually get one of the prototypes shipped to you. And they're going on and they're talking about what this prototype is going to have. Now, this is straight from Valve, as far as I understand. This is going to be some sort of NVIDIA Titan graphics. Some will have GTX 780, some will have 760, and some will have 660, so they have like a mixed bag here. Whatever they have lying around the office, they throw it into a box and they send it out. CPUs, they have i7, i5, and i3, so they're trying different machines like that.
So essentially they're just sending out PCs.
That's what it sounds like, and probably cleaning the office.
Nobody's posting links. I should post some of these links, I guess. So
Okay.
people at home can follow along.
Well, all the links are also going to be available on the MODSonair.com website when the show is released, so don't worry. If you're listening to the recorded version, head over to the website and see all our past episodes. There is it's going to have about a
plug. Look at you go.
hybrid solid state platter based drives.
The thing that caught my eye on this one was the Titan graphics cards. Why are they even bothering trying that out? That's an 800 quid graphics card. You're not going to put that in the box at any point.
Yeah, but this is being developed on Steam time. Ergo.
Oh,
By the
shit,
time-
man, that comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good point.
Now, what about the size of it? They actually mentioned the dimensions, and I'm looking for a piece of paper that I don't mind everyone seeing to give you an idea of what
As
size
opposed
this
to some
box
of the
will
other,
be.
as
I thought
opposed
I
to
read
some of
something.
the other
Okay.
12 by 12.
pieces of paper.
12. They say 12 by 12 by 3 inches high, so it's approximately.
It's a sheet of paper.
It's 2 sheets
Square.
of paper. Right, I gotta back up a little bit. See, I'm gonna hide the corner a little bit so you can't see. There's the Steam box, and it's about like that.
So
And
it's
a boat
about the
is-
size of a micro ATX.
It's actually.
Yeah.
Is that big? How big? That's not so bad. I mean, it's bigger than a Roku or something like that. which I guess is a
maybe
little
the original
annoying.
PlayStation 3.
Oh well, there goes my idea that it's just going to be a dongle like the Chromecast thing that you just plug in and stream, which
Well,
is
hopefully they have that
actually
level.
would have made more sense.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm hoping that they'll have something like that as well. Things dedicated just to streaming, and then they can just fit it in a little dongle.
Well, people are saying, "Oh, it's so tiny." I guess it is tiny considering
You
what's in
get that
it.
all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it also has an internal battery, and I'm not sure what the battery, which is internal, no external power supply. So I'm a little confused by that. That's what I'm reading here on this other article. All prototypes come with 3 gig, terabyte mixed drive, and internal 450 watt battery, which is internal. You know they got to plug it in.
450 watt battery.
Sounds
Is this going to be a
very rare and
laptop?
issue.
Because this oddly sounds like a laptop.
Yeah, it does.
Probably using laptop
A big
components.
laptop. It's a laptop without a screen.
12 by 12 by 3. Let's see. 12 by 12 by 3. Pretty close.
Maybe
and
you're
all you have to do
hook
is
it up
open
to
it.
your, tablet.
And my laptop has a battery. That sounds interesting. Yeah. There you go. They're getting rid of all their desktops. Getting rid of all their laptops, because nobody uses laptops anymore. They're all over there playing Gem Drop on their iPads and whatnot. Okay. So that's what to expect coming out of them. Will we ever see it? We'll see pictures of it. We'll see people playing with it. And we will never actually get an idea of how well it works until... When do you think? When do you think they'll actually be getting something out to the consumer? I don't even think it'll be next year. I think it'll be 2 years.
Till
2
Ham
years,
buys
I was
one.
gonna say.
Yeah. December 2012.
First they've got to
or-
go through their Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah,
Right.
Got the Kickstarter.
Green light. You have to green light it.
Steam machine. Does anybody want this? No. Does it fill the
I wouldn't
void?
surprise me if we don't see it. I wouldn't surprise me if it gets through the project and then they go, actually, this isn't working, and then go down the streaming.
I think we're past that already, aren't we? Aren't we past that point? Because now that it's a little bit more public, they can't
Can't back out.
back out?
Yeah, they can. Look what they've done with Half-Life. They can do anything.
They can. No, it's true.
And you know what? And exactly, Chutters. This is my whole point with this. I can already play all of my Steam games on my 60-inch television, high def, with a simple HDMI cable out of my laptop.
Yeah.
What is the point of a
Well,
Steam?
I think they're trying to hit these people that are like, I'd like to buy a gaming PC, but I don't really know what I'm buying. So this
Then
is why
buy
I
an
think that-
Alienware.
So it's just,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. It's but people are idiots, and Valve are trying to get on with the whole. I think that's what they're going for. The people are like, oh, I can't really afford, or I don't really know what to buy. I want a gaming PC.
Well, I mean, I guess the argument is that if you don't know how to install a game and all this stuff, Steam does it for you. But it does it for you whether it's on a desktop or a laptop or on their Steam box. You're still going to have to download it. It'll install it.
I think this is for people who want the convenience of a console with the power of a PC.
And realistically, that argument is so dated. Yes, you used to have to install. You know, you'd buy a game and it would come with 3 installed discs, and you had to put them in the right order. And I guess if you're retarded and you can't count 4 and don't know what numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 will look like, then yeah, you might have difficulty installing a game. However, if you bought the game on Steam, it's going to download on Steam and install it for you. It just I still don't see the purpose of this. Oh, you get
Which is
to
bullshit,
have
because there's Xbox 360 games that I know have come with 2 discs. And you have to install them both.
but you get to play with the controller. I can play with the controller already. Give me
I got
another
an Xbox pad right here. Plug it in.
Give me another argument, because none of this is making sense.
It's for me. It's very much like the Valve is creating something that nobody asked for.
But I mean, it's not even Valve. the consoles nowadays, the thought process behind it, that you have to come up with this really simplistic thing for somebody to just take the disc and stick it in and press go and I'm good to go. You know what? I turn on my computer and click on the icon for the game I want to play and I'm playing it instantly. It's the same shit. The argument of it being simpler or PCs being so confusing, the whole PC versus console argument is dated and retarded. Consoles lost because their hardware cannot keep up with how fast they're developing it. So you're stuck with dated equipment.
Right. That's true enough. But when the majority of publishers they say they see more profit on the consoles, so they target the consoles, and we're stuck with games and software that don't take advantage of the powerful hardware, or they take advantage because they're horribly optimized.
But you see more profit off a console because you only develop for console.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You saw more profit off the PC when you focused on PC as a gaming machine. However, what the problem is that they focused on the easiest.
Right.
This is the easiest because, you know what, we only have to do it for one piece of hardware configuration. Yeah, there's multiple pieces of hardware configuration that you can have, but if you optimize it for a like Morpha says here, this is a good way to put it. Optimize it for the lowest common denominator. This is our minimum specs. Everything above that is going to make it run better and faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you how much money you want to spend on your gaming rig.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, sidetrack. Sidebar.
Good point.
Epic rant.
Yeah.
And if you have an office that likes to throw away old machines, it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
I just built one this weekend out of 3 old machines.
A gaming PC?
You could play games on it. You could.
Tetris,
What we'll do
Snake.
is we will
No.
we will have contests where you can get foil built rigs,
No, give me another job.
used gaming rigs, sponsored by.
I don't need another job.
There won't be a warranty, but it will be a gaming rig, and it will be able to play a game like Candy
At
Crush
least
or
one.
something.
Yeah.
Candy Crush. Need Flash for that. Can't play Candy Crush.
Okay. Well, previously we thought that the Steam Machine was going to be the XI3. And we found out somewhat quickly that that's not going to be the case. Because Valve turned around and says, we don't know these people. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. You're idiots. Okay, so I'm trying to actually find the images for this. But the XI3 is the Piston model, the Piston built machine, the Piston machine that you can start pre-ordering probably. It's going to be a $900 shell. But if you want something in it, it should be $1,000 plus.
And it's a Windows machine.
Yes.
Hello, it's called a desktop. Oh, you're not putting it on your desk? Oh, it's a floor top. Retarded. This is a stupid. Why do
It's
people
really, really
develop
small.
shit just to develop shit?
Yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
And at that amount of money, I don't see.
It's like
anybody.
that phone that's just come out that's waterproof. I forget which one it is.
Ha!
The iPhone.
Just no, not the iPhone. There is actually one that is actually a waterproof. Yeah, there is actually a waterproof one. It's like just because you can get it wet doesn't mean you should.
That little box for this Piston has the same computing power as your desktop, which has, mine's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've discussed this before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cooling fans in my case that is 3 foot by 3 foot by 10 inches to keep that hardware that is contained within there cool and operating optimally. That little box is going to be glowing red, burning a fucking hole through whatever you set it on.
No, it's waterproof. You've got to put it in the shower when you play.
Yeah.
Yes, but does yours have that many USB 3 spots? Mine doesn't. That many eSATA slots? 4 USB 3, 4 eSATAs.
Who is going to use that?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Hang on.
What the hell are you connecting up?
My desktop. I have to spin it around here.
I know what they're for. They're for your Oculus Rift and your
Oh, yeah.
and your what's it called, Maxi Ball or whatever hell it's called.
Your little USB fridge that you put one can
Oh,
in.
so your lighter.
Yes, your lighter.
I have 4 USB 3 slots, 3 HDMI outs.
This is where
Oh, there's only one
power
here.
supply.
I've got, which I don't understand. Well, I've got a HDMI out on the Mobo and then one on each card. 1, 2, 3 SATA slots, plus the removable. Fucking heavy.
Is it water cooled?
That was
It's
a
kinda
little
noise.
noise man he keeps in it to power it.
Not one.
Little dolphin.
Yeah, I got a 1500
PC's
watt power
dolphin
supply powering all that. But yeah, it's not something that, you know, and I built that. It didn't, like, it wasn't stupid hard, and it's not just this little tiny cube that's going to melt.
I think there should just be some instructional videos for people who are interested in building a PC.
There
but think
is.
it's-
There's hundreds.
there?
YouTube
there?
is full of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is.
I didn't know.
I remember, a couple of years ago, me and Breezy not really knowing how to install this like new water cooler that had just come out, and we just looked it up on YouTube. So, oh yeah, there we go. That's how we do that.
So then I don't understand what's going on with people sort of still thinking it's too hard, because it's once you put together your first PC, you realize this is surprisingly easy.
It's because
Yeah.
people are fucking lazy. That's all it is.
There's
I don't
that,
think
and
it's that.
there's industry paranoia. If
Yeah.
if I want to say put out this computer and say, you know what, you could do this yourself, but there's all this liability if you do it, because it's so easy for you to fuck up. If you put that chip in slightly wrong, or that processor in slightly wrong, there's no warranty on it. What, you drop it into the slot and it falls right in. There's no unless you are unless you eat crayons for a living. Your job is to eat crayons because that's all you're qualified for. You can drop that processor in there.
It's
There's-
really not hard.
There's
It only goes in
step-by-step
one way.
IKEA-esque instructions.
Yeah.
There's,
Stick man,
all
like this, don't
CPU
lick it
slots
first.
Only go
Nope.
in one way. You cannot put it in any other way than the way it has to go in. For that reason.
So
It's Lego.
there's this
That's all it
industry.
is.
There's this hype, this negative hype surrounding building assembling hardware that they're advertising to scare you into you handing over your wallet. Here, take my wallet. Just do it for me, because I am just, you know what? I am borderline ready to eat a crayon right now. So just take my wallet. I'm going to go lick this wall while you do that. And
Most people should build their first PC with a friend.
Yeah.
Who knows what they're doing? We should specify.
Right.
Yeah.
After that,
Gives you someone else to blame.
after that, you
Yes.
know how to use that Phillips head screwdriver, and you're good to go on your own.
Yeah.
I can't get the safety off of this screwdriver. That's the hand. Turn it around. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The hardest part is hooking up the wires, and they talk you through that. It's really easy. Everything's labeled.
Yeah, everything's labeled, color coded. Things
And
only
that's
fit in one certain way.
they have made it even more simplistic now in the fact that there is in just about every motherboard instructions you buy, and every piece of hardware that you buy that goes in there, like a video card says you take this from your power supply and plug it in there. You take this from your motherboard and plug it in there. And it's insanely easy.
And it's on paper. It's not on a disc that you have to stick in a computer to watch. So you don't have to have the computer built in order to watch it. Okay.
My EPC did that. It gave me a DVD, an instructional DVD on how to install stuff. Problem is, it's an EPC with no disk drive.
Yeah.
Right. I know.
So how am I supposed to watch that?
It's a DVD. You put it on your DVD player. You watch it on Xbox.
Put it on top of it.
Watch it on your Xbox One.
Can't play games on the Xbox One, but you can watch that DVD on how to use your EEPC.
Yeah, and then you can watch like the internet on the picture-in-picture.
You know, I didn't add that article, but I did see something where they showed another commercial with Xbox One doing a fitness thing, and how it's tracking you. It's tracking your body movements, making sure you're still moving, and it's using the Kinect camera to try and detect.
You're still moving.
To detect. Well, it came to light. You know, wouldn't it be a good idea to have a fitness video that instead of encouraging you, like starts yelling at you when you stop working out, or it looks like, or it sees that your hand is like chugging a beer.
Work it, chubby, work it.
Yeah.
Break for you.
Put that drink down.
Yeah, what are you putting in your mouth, kind of thing, because it sees the arm going up. All right. Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto. Number of people have.
Okay.
Oh god. So there's that.
Okay.
What?
Sorry.
We're in order here. So they say that it made a whole bunch of money in microtransactions, yet the online version
to make it work.
Yeah, the online version died on a whole bunch of people, right? What happened with this online version of Grand Theft Auto?
I didn't think anyone could get on it.
To be fair, they did, before they even released it, they were like, look, we've never done this before, bear with us, you know, it's going to take a while, we're going to work on it, and then it came out and it didn't work properly. Now went, no! This is shit!
So a thousand...
I'd have told you.
1,000 developers couldn't figure this out before launch.
Here's the thing with this, though. And this kind of goes back to that flowchart that I said to you guys before the show. This is shitty game development, and we're all buying into it. We're all buying into this shitty product development. If you're going to say you're going to have Grand Theft Auto online, your game better be fucking able to handle online. I don't care whether or not you've done this before. This was a feature that you said was coming with this game. Ergo, your developers should have had experience at developing this type of thing and developed this fucking game for this. I'm not an owner of this game, so this is industry-wide. The excuses that are coming out of these publishers and developers for the shit quality product that they throw out at us and charge exorbitant fees for has got to stop. We as consumers have to stand up and say, fuck you. Give us what you said you were going to give us. Stop pre-ordering games. Stop. But yeah, exactly. Do not pre-order it.
Don't do it.
That's the one. Stop giving these developers and stop giving these publishers a reason to just keep giving you shit, because you're just giving them your wallet. Please take my wallet. I'll eat this crayon. Give me back what you feel I should have, whether it's my wallet or a game in exchange. Fuck.
I don't pre-order anything anymore. I refuse to, on principle.
Yeah.
Yes. But I accept pre-order gifts. Which is something I actually received this week, but we'll get to that. That's coming up. But I have not played Grand Theft Auto. Right? Anybody?
No, nope.
No.
I am not going to go out and get a console to plug
She's
this
probably
in.
bought it.
No, I haven't yet. Still haven't.
He's holding out. He's holding it. He's ruining it for the rest of us.
Yeah.
What it is he's trying to convince Sean to go halfsies on it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to try.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy this unless it comes out for PC, and even then it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it does that I will now. I'm over it now.
Yeah, you see? That's the point. The hype's over.
2 days after release and the hype's over. The Magic's
That's
dead.
done.
His marriage is over.
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna play Killing Floor.
Exactly,
they-
you know?
What if they say, all right, it's on PC and there's official modding support, and here you go.
Oh well, that's a
Even
different.
then, is that going to be too late? Too little, too late?
I don't know. You could probably
Well,
do some
no,
sexy
because
stuff.
the PC version for the prior game came out like almost a year after.
Yeah.
But again, though, and the PC following was like, okay, yeah, I'll get it because I've played the ones before, but I'm not really excited about this game anymore. That's exactly what it was.
No, I don't think it was. I think a lot of people bought it because it was DX11. It had modding. You could mod it. People have modded it. People are still modding it.
But the following is not. If they released it on day one,
Oh yeah, then it'd be completely different. Yeah, but
and it would develop a following of PC players, and guess what you would see? You would see more people playing it on PC over a longer period of time than you would over consoles.
Absolutely
Yeah.
true.
I do
I don't
find
think
it.
Grand Theft Auto
interest-
holds a player base. So once you've completed it, you're done. Surely.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of people just drop off because I'm one of them. I just kind of finish it and then I'm done with it.
Yeah, I've no
Except for the
interest in
online.
the game once the stories.
The online
Well,
experience.
this is what I
changes that.
find weird is like why they spend time developing an online version when they could have just put this into the PC.
Hey, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, they also did throw in a whole bunch of Easter eggs in there, and I noticed somebody wrote an article saying something about you take a blacklight and you shine it over the map that came with the disc that you got with the game, and it shows you where all these alien crashes were inside of the game that you can use to find hidden things. I don't know, Easter eggs. A whole bunch of Easter eggs were found. So.
My first question is who decides to hold a blacklight up to a
No, what it was some dude was just totally baked,
yeah.
sitting in his room with the tinfoil over the windows in the basement and the fuzzy posters on the wall. Got the Doors music playing, and he is, hey man, I'm gonna play this game, and he's like, whoa, check out this map, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
And that's
And he just happened to have a blacklight.
most potheads.
Well, on the
do
wall.
have at least one room with a black light.
That's the only light in the room. It's the black light.
Oh, potheads. Ergo, I am guessing that was who made that astonishing discovery. I am tripping balls, man. Look at this shitting map, man.
Yeah, and somebody comes
Jumping
along
out, walking
and
room to room. It's gone, man. It's only
It's
in this
gone.
room.
Dude, this was on this map, man.
here you see somebody who spotted here, I'll do it again. Here you see somebody who spotted Bigfoot in the game. They did put Bigfoot in.
That model's fitted with a thermal scope. Look for their heat signatures.
Bigfoot. And he's gone. Okay.
Check the river.
Then he's
They
gone.
might be trying to float out of here. That model's fitted with a thermal scope. Look for their heat signatures.
Why did
Oh,
it
that's-
sound like he's speaking with a lisp? Or at
I don't know,
least
but he
like
said
has
that
repeated.
twice in the space of like 3 minutes, which is really
Yeah.
annoying.
That's the game
That's-
for you. They have to make
Yeah.
sure the most
Well, the game
dumb
is all
of people can
minigames.
play.
Yeah.
And for some reason the guy's not shooting.
That model's fitted with a thermal scope. Look for their
3
heat
times.
signatures.
I
I
hate
think
that.
he's restarting the video. That's what he's doing.
Oh, maybe. Is it?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. He's replaying it over and over.
Okay.
Alright.
Because that drives me insane when games do that.
They're supposed to do that in slow motion the second and third time.
Well, then he could be like, look for
Right, exactly. Yep. It's in the YouTube policy. That's how you're supposed to do it. Okay.
That's how it says it in the YouTube policy.
It says you have to do any repeats must be in slow mo.
You have violated the T&C of service.
Okay, let's talk about another game that has come out into beta for those who pre-ordered it, and I think is now currently, as of today or tomorrow, something like that, in open
Still
beta.
sucking ass.
Today or
Battle-
yesterday, wasn't it?
Battlefield 4. I don't know which day it was. And this is the game that was gifted to me, so I have been playing it this past week.
How's the performance been for you?
Was it gifted to you by yourself?
No, it was not. It was gifted out into the office where I work, so we have something to play at the end of each day and have some fun. I thought it was okay. It's Battlefield. I mean,
It's Battlefield, yeah.
if you've played Battlefield, you've played this game. That's it.
From the frames per second are terrible.
Yeah, I installed it and I played it, and there was something bugging me about it. I couldn't tell if it was the server or the performance of my PC. I mean, I'm due for an upgrade, but Battlefield 3 ran just fine.
Yeah, there are some slow servers.
It's the exact same game that you've already played, and it's
the same.
you feel like
yeah, it is.
you feel like you've been shafted for $70.
Right. I'm glad I didn't lay out the money for it.
And the other thing was that so Battlefield 3, everybody knows it sort of has the blue tone to everything, and this one has now like an orangish tone, at least the sections of the map I got to play in, and it felt very weird. Just it put me off a lot. I was like, there's something visually wrong with this, and I didn't know exactly what it
anyone
was.
else notice the mouse sensitivity was really low, like
No.
controller low?
No.
No, just me then? That's
Yes.
bizarre.
I
I
didn't
had to
play
turn
it.
it up in game.
No difference on my end.
Huh. Strange.
I just wonder why the performance is so bad.
I did notice something about the knifing. The first time I went to knife or somebody knifed me, it said somebody said they saw on the screen. It said press F to deflect the knifing.
Yeah, you can counter knives now.
Have like a knife battle.
You get so long. I think it's it was like 3 seconds at first, but you can counteract it with a button push, and you knife them then.
Huh. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I figured I was gonna try to get. I don't know when the beta ends, but I'm gonna try to have one full game that
I think
hopefully
it
performs
runs now
well.
till it goes live, doesn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the end of the month.
And also something else I noticed with the game was that it felt no different. You could run around on some of the roofs that made it look like it was a lot of people cheating because the maps are not intuitive in some cases. But they are not cheating that I could tell. I don't know. Maybe they are or not. And there was something else that I can't remember now.
I did notice that they've gone more
Level
for
up.
trying to. In 3, you had a lot of assault players going lone wolf because they had the med pack; they could look after themselves. Not so much now in this one because they run out of ammo too quickly.
Leveling up, though, I noticed was slower than
Very
the previous
slow.
game. I was really surprised by that. I was thinking, wow, how come I only got like 8 awards instead of 100?
Well, it's not just that. I was getting good awards. It just wasn't doing much for my level. I think I only leveled up once in 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, even if you're on top, if you're the best player.
That just reminds me of 2142, where it'd take you like 3 weeks just to go one level.
Yeah.
Who is buying these things from me in the Steam community market? Who
What?
Out of nowhere.
What are you on about?
Well, I just got an email saying that something is one of those stupid cards is sold. What benefit are those cards?
If you collect the whole set, you get a different Steam skin.
Like, I keep getting people friend requesting me to trade. Like, hey, you want to trade cards? No, I do not. I said, somebody asked me once, and I said, he's like, why? And I was like, because, I quite like to go outside every now and again.
Well, she
Back-
said as
back-
he's on his phone using the Steam app.
Yeah, no, there's still yet to install that. Still,
But
for the exact reason I've already talked about.
Yeah, Battlefield 3, you got award after award after award. Like, it was like, oh, you got an award for dying, you got an award for shooting a bullet, you got an award for stepping, jumping, falling, dying,
I expected it.
driving. You know, you got an award for everything that you did. And that was the epitome of Battlefield. And that was one of the reasons why I really disliked that game, because they turned it into Call of Duty. They had to award you for everything that you did and give you a little flash up on the screen and this whole list of accomplishments at the end, just so you felt good about how sucky you were at this game, the same way Call of Duty does, to give that instant gratification to their player base. And so you took a very tactical game and you made it, you candy coated the shit out of it and bubble wrapped the player. That's not a fun game to me, really. If I wanted something that gave me instant gratification like that all the time, I'd go buy a hooker.
I knew you were going to say that. I was just waiting for that.
Well,
One thing I
it's
did
true
notice-
though.
Yeah, it is definitely true. One thing I did notice, Battlefield 4's big selling point, the Return of Commander mode, isn't available in the beta.
Yeah, I didn't see it anywhere.
You can't do it.
The
It's
server browser
not
was a
available.
little bit better than it used to be.
Is it? I thought it was worse.
But I felt like it took twice as long to load from the server to the game.
Sorry,
Oh,
what was
yeah,
that, Ham?
really
See,
long
and Ham
slow.
said he thought it was worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a long time since I've logged into or I've played Battlefield 3, so I don't know if they changed that to be more like this, if it was sort of a slow evolution. But I know once I opened up the web browser and was selecting servers, I said this is pretty horribly done.
Compared to the last one?
Yeah,
Wow.
I thought it was worse.
I thought the server filter was better in
Yeah,
the old
and
one.
pings actually showed up for me. Where they
Yeah, I
didn't
could
in
see
the last
pings.
All right.
Oh,
I'll
Well,
wait till I get it cheap.
I don't believe that I will be purchasing this game, no matter
Nope.
what you guys, how much you hype it up, because it's just not. It's EA.
I think you would be disappointed. You would be.
I would be disappointed
Mhm.
because from what I saw at PAX and from what I'm hearing, it is exactly the same as Battlefield 3. You can call it whatever you want. It's the same fucking game. It's Battlefield.
Yep, it is.
They're bringing back a Titan mode, which is not going to be used because the people that actually played that have gotten frustrated with the direction that the Battlefield series went, and it's not going to work. The only thing I see or foresee solving this and making some sort of a player base again around this game is going to be when the Star Wars is released on it,
That's
because
gonna be a while.
it is going to be a while, but what'll happen is it'll be Battlefield Star Wars, and that will draw its own players, hopefully. Well, not even hopefully, but it'll draw its own players that are fans of the Star Wars name, which unfortunately you're going to get blind purchases of that.
Basically, us.
Oh yeah, it's Star Wars.
It's got
I'll end up buying
it's got
it.
Star Wars. I must buy it.
It's just whether it'll be like I think me and Strider were talking about this when he was here last weekend. Were we talking about this?
Well,
With
I was
Star-
when I was there.
Yeah, no. When we were talking about what we thought of the Star Wars Battlefront,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of like, well, yeah, we'll probably buy it because of Star Wars. It's just whether it's just going to be Battlefield, but with a Star Wars skin. Because I think if that's going to be the case, I'm going to be quite disappointed by it.
But I mean, if I can go and I can run through this Battlefield and climb up the leg of an AT-AT and start driving around an AT-AT, that's going to be fucking pretty fun. Even if it's that type of thing is going to be, how can you say it? That's going to be fun, but at the same time, I see it could get old really quick.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to incorporate any sort of a Jedi into that into
Well, they never
like,
really did in the
Battlefield.
older ones. They only had.
No, but how the whole purpose was going to be,
You had
unless,
to earn it, didn't you?
yeah, you had to
Yeah.
earn it. You had to get up there, but you could end up with a Jedi and ended up with a lightsaber kind of thing. I don't know how that's going to be able to be incorporated into the Frostbite engine with the mechanics they've got. Yeah, you can turn your machine guns into laser guns quite easily. The different types of vehicles is just a matter of skinning and flight mechanics or movement mechanics. So, it's possible. I don't know that this engine lends itself very well to sword play, which is what.
Well, if I don't know, they managed to squeeze out Plants vs Zombies third-person shooters. I think it's a third-person shooter.
I think so.
In that Dragon Age game, Inquisition or something. So those are non-FPS games, so they can do a lot of stuff. I guess I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess there's some versatility if they didn't want to be lazy about it, just reskin stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, every iteration of an FPS game that I have seen, and to clarify, that FPS is first-person sorting, not shooting, has been an epic failure. Sword play doesn't really work from a first-person's perspective unless you're actually controlling the sword. So
Skyrim did it kind of well. But then I guess that wasn't really true sword. Like that was just kind of.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Swing.
Yeah, my frustration with the whole Skyrim games and all those ZeniMax or Bethesda RPG games is that everybody says the combat is great this time around. It's amazing. And then a few months after the hype dies, I see all these comments about how the combat is not so great. And I'm so glad I didn't get sucked in this time. Because people are saying the combat in Skyrim is amazing. And it's amazing maybe compared to the previous game, but it's not amazing on its own. And that's the problem. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Alright, so in this video, unless he knifed a dead body and took the tags, I saw him pistol shoot somebody.
I think he knifes him on the way down, yeah.
No, he pulled out his... Then why did he shoot him with the pistol?
God,
It's a double
I'm
kill.
sure you can only get it from the knife.
Double tap.
Double tap.
That's rule number 6, I think, about zombie fighting.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Pulls out the pistol, bang, 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 pulls the tags.
Maybe if you're really close, you can.
Doesn't that defeat the whole
Yeah.
exclusivity of getting the tags? Because that was like you had to knife somebody.
I still think that's a gimmicky thing.
I think it's very gimmicky that they're showing off videos of like, oh, you can shoot the roof and the roof falls in and okay.
I've got to be honest,
Alright,
I thought that building was going to be falling down every match I played. I've only seen it happen 1 out of 4 so far.
I've never
so
seen
when we
it.
said that, you've never seen it happen. So
No.
it's not happening as much as
No.
I expected.
No, there is a lot more destruction, though. I will say
Yeah.
that. Alright, well, if this doesn't excite you, then certainly the next one won't excite you either. Battlefield Bad Company is still, a possibility. They're going to make the next version in the Battlefield Bad Company series.
Why?
A lot of people tend to like Battlefield Bad Company too. I know I didn't have a problem.
I didn't mind Bad Company 2, but it got old really
Yeah.
quick, and it didn't go anywhere. It just
Well, I would contribute that to the lack of mod tools. I seriously would there. People tend to like it, but if they create this artificial expiration date by just not giving tools for the community to extend things, this is what happens. People sort of they're forced to move to the next thing if they want to continue to have new experiences.
that's what's going to happen next. You said an artificial expiration date. What's going to happen is they're going to hard code an expiration date. You can play this game for a year. After that, you have to buy another one because this one's just not going to work anymore.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good pricing model.
Don't give
That's
my
a good
ideas,
pricing
Jesus.
model. Except they're going to come out and it's like, oh, it's $70.
Hmm.
If you buy the DLC, you get to play it for 1 extra year.
It's not a
after
subscription
that,
base
you're
where
no
it runs
longer
out. It's a hard-coded date on that copy.
Yeah,
You know,
You have to uninstall and reinstall.
As silly as it sounds, I think it's probably going to happen. One way or another,
Yeah.
this is going to happen.
Rent a game.
You know what? That'd be good if the marketing reflected it, if the product quality reflected it. Like, realistically, I've got some games that I haven't played in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Would it matter if they expired? Probably not. But those games I paid $10 and $15 for, $20. I mean, I remember the days when an expensive game was $30, and that was an expensive game. Now we're getting games for $100, and the quality is shit, and they're broken when they're released, and all that kind of thing. It's like, just
What are you going to do about it? That's, I think, that's the attitude.
Stop buying shit from EA. That's another thing. Cloud. Don't buy into this fucking cloud-based bullshit. Whether it's cloud-based gaming, whether it's cloud-based processing,
sharing.
cloud-based office stuff. Don't buy into that. It's a bunch of crap. You're paying them to rent something that you're buying. Is what that all boils down to. You have to buy this product, then you have to pay to rent the space to cloud stream it. Ooh, because I can access it anywhere. So you know what? If I've got my laptop and I've got Adobe installed on it, I can access it anywhere anyways. What do I need to have connect to the cloud for? Because it's an extra $3 a month that you have to have. It's mandatory. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, there's no significant. There's no real advantage. There's only anti-features that come about through this cloud monthly subscription stuff from Adobe.
Well, it's not even just Adobe. Microsoft's done it too with their Office products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most offensive thing to me is that they try to sort of sell it as an advantage to customers, and it's like, no, you're taking features away and you're charging me more for the same thing. Don't try to spin this.
You're typing away on an Office document. Ah, shit! I need to buy a vowel. I've used up my quota of E's for the month.
I'm sure that's probably going to be the next one. Is they're going to sell? They're going to say, you know what? You don't have to pay the full price for Word for Microsoft Word anymore. Only pay for the features you need. So basically, and that sounds like a good thing, but really you're getting just nothing of a program. You can't save templates, or you can't insert images, things like that.
So essentially you use a notepad.
Right. Yes. So they rename Notepad.
Everything else is a microtransaction.
Notepad's
That'll become an extra feature that you have to buy.
Yeah. And of course, you're gonna have that one person who mentally is trying to defend his purchase, and he says, "No, this is a great thing because I'm only paying for the features I need."
Says every Apple owner out there.
Okay.
I see it coming.
So, moving on to Microsoft, anyway, since we kind of been touching on that, Microsoft One has been talking about their Kinect and how they're, first of all, they're not collecting information from you using the camera and watching you.
Sure they are.
They're not collecting it for targeted ads. Personal. It's all personal.
It's so they can
use.
give it directly to the NSA.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was looking forward to those Doritos and Mountain Dew adverts.
There was another article somewhere that says we are not giving this to the NSA. They don't have access to it, which right away throws up a red flag. Why are they telling us? Who asked?
Yeah.
Well, it's part of our NDA with the NSA that we have to disclaim this.
Yeah, and then they talk about how the Microsoft One will unlock more GPU power for a certain Xbox One developers in the future. For now, everyone gets this watered-down model. And when we figure out why everything starts melting inside the case, then we'll turn on the extra GPU.
Exactly.
This whole
We're
thing
not
is
going to
just so crazy.
In other words, we're going to overclock it once we can figure out how to dissipate the heat that we know is going to melt the shit out of this fucking piece of crap that we're going to put out there.
Just everything I hear about this just makes it worse and
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet you're still going to buy one.
Hell no.
No, I'm not.
Breezy will.
That's my GTX 780 right there.
Titan.
Yeah, Titan. Get on it.
You know what? You know what's going to happen? He's going to spend his PAX money on a video card or on this Xbox One.
A new
That's
machine.
what's
No,
gonna
I have two separate saving funds.
Separate.
Once removed.
But they may merge into
Subcategorizing
one
his
if I can't
savings
afford the
funds.
price.
Yeah, Ham, you better start saving too, because if we're gonna do it, we'll do it right. You better have your ass at PAX next year. You've got ample warning.
Yeah, I do. And as soon as I get some money, I'll start saving.
It's up on the streets.
Fuck, as soon as I get some money, I will save it. I will save it like there is no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where does one get said money?
Street corners, back alleys.
No, that's where you get money.
Hey, well, if it works, it works.
All right,
There's
do you want to...
There's a breezy BJ joke there, but
Oh my
It's
god!
gross.
One sec. I think I hear the smoke alarm or something.
Oh,
He's still got that pie in
you
the
still
oven.
got the bean pie in the oven. Oh shit!
Just see fire as he opens that door. Whoa!
a cat on fire running by.
Cat on fire. We were playing Killing Floor, and he's like, "I got to remember, I got a bean pie in the oven." And we were playing for about an hour, and he's like, "Oh shit, I got to go look at the pie." Well, it's a bean pie. It can't really probably get much
drier.
just staying at the bean
The
pie.
missus goes away and the place goes to shit. Look at this. It's crazy.
She's
Yeah,
gonna come
that's
back
right.
and he's burnt his house down.
Yeah. Little bean-shaped charcoals.
Just shut the door and left.
All
right, at this moment, we should sign off. Yep, we should sign off now and close the chat. When he comes back, it's crickets.
Yeah, Ham's demo is good. It's
Yeah, Ham, we're at the end of the show.
Oh.
now
So
you're
we
on
are.
the spot. He was so so we are.
Well,
Was it
Now the
Dean
prospect of his house being on fire doesn't seem so scary.
I'm gonna have fun dealing with that later.
Apparently,
Well,
it's a bean pot.
I expected to have more done, but I did lollygag the last 2 days instead of working on it. And playing Killing.
Unfortunately, he showed it to me, and I gave him some ideas, and he wrote them down. So
Yeah. I suppose I could show it, but
But what?
it's not in the state that I want it to show it in.
game. How's that going to work? How are you going to show it?
That's also the mystery.
So I had to watch him showing it on Twitch, which
That's what that was. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can restream Twitch to Twitch without. That'd be like Googling Google.
Is it
Don't
on,
break the internet.
are they on different computers? Or are they on the same computer?
They're on different PCs.
Oh.
Although, I should have put it on this PC. That probably would have been best. But
Stay tuned next week.
Ham makes another excuse.
Which is probably what'll happen, but
let's see. It's
And his video's now going to freeze, and that's going to be it.
What can I do? How could I show this off?
Unprepared.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Easy now. Move us easy.
Let's see.
We should have some music to play right here while Ham is. Do 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 do.
What happens if I press this button? Oh well.
Options, video settings.
No.
Well, I
Well,
can stream it. That's the only thing I really know that I can do.
All right, Ham. Figure it out and get it to us next week, cause.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're unnecessarily extending this show's
The
like
whole show is unnecessary.
cut the gaming time.
I apologize. Well, what I'll do is for people who want to see it this week, I'll stream it right after the show is over.
Make a
and
video. Make a
The
little
show's
video.
over, so here we go. Head over to in a little while his Twitch channel if you can find him. You get bonus points.
Or Ham could just make a little video and narrate it, and we could discuss it. It could be one of our topics. He could submit a video and we could discuss it.
that
We
would
can
be
rip it
smart.
apart like we do every other game, and we're good
Yeah.
to go.
That
Feel
makes it
bad.
stronger.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, because there's this whole other gaming thing that we have to do after this.
Really? I got tax work. Lovely.
What?
Yeah. October 15th.
Oh, all your extensions are coming due.
Yeah.
I tell you, only in America can you decline to pay taxes when the taxes are due and defer them to a later date and then still wait until the last fucking day
Yes.
before.
Yes.
Submit them.
Yes.
I knew they were coming, but, it was baseball season. What was I going to do?
All right. Anybody have anything else we want to bring up as I close the show? Nothing.
Don't do drugs.
Not this time.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Why not?
Mess up free.
Don't drink rum and cokes unless you want that attention.
Which I still don't understand, because that is definitely not...
I think it was
the
just
week.
you. It was the hat. It was the hat. That was what it was.
Yeah, that was... I think it was the company I was in. He figured, oh, if
See,
he's with these guys, he must be gay.
definitely.
These guys got none of that audio, so just to let them know that these guys were visiting gay bars or something in Vancouver. Or...
No, and that's funny enough. We're with Sean, and Sean's like, you know what? I know this great sports bar. I go there all the time. And
No, he doesn't.
Ed,
Walked just like 18,000 blocks down the road.
in a fucking
Pouring
torrential
rain, yeah.
downpour.
And he's got umbrella. He's like, oh, my shoes are a little bit wet. And the three of us are like, as if
So-
we've been swimming.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I've got this umbrella. Too bad. Fuck, whatever. Anyways,
All right, I'm going to thank our hosts for taking the time out to chat today. Thank you, Breezy, for joining us today.
No problem.
Welshie, thank you for joining us today.
No problem.
Ham, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
And Strider. Thank you very much for also
It's
posting the
all
show notes as well as joining
guys.
us. All right, so on that, I will finally thank you. Oh my goodness, why does it do
whoa,
that?
what happened there?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Your
So-
audio's going all shit.
I know. I want to thank you, the fans of MODSonair.com and the subscribing members of MODSOnline.com for making the show possible. We'll be back next weekend, so stay tuned. Bye. Thanks for watching this week, and come back next week when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@modsonair.com, and please consider subscribing to modsonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners. And if you're wondering what the kids are into this week, well, here it is.
Oh, God, you're not gonna do it, are you?
He is going to do it.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Well, she hasn't seen this.
Dog goes woo,
He's the lucky one.
cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes crow, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks say quack, and fish go blub, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say?
My life. What kind of grade school old McDonald's record company?
Yep.
I'm more interested in why they're surrounded by lightsabers.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna interrupt it to make it a little more interesting.
Please do. Please do.
Let's make it a little more interesting. This is not now already being remade.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and the mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo,
Is that the
goes crow, and
Black chocolate or
Yeah, chocolate rain.
chocolate rain?
and fish go blub.
I want to hear him do that fox say.
Ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say? What does the fox say? What does the fox say?
the US government is shut down? There's like no terrorist attack wherever it's not. This is still the worst thing to happen this week.
What does the fox say?
All right. On that note, don't anyone hang themselves now.
Yeah,
You know what, do? Huh? Everyone knows it. Jesus
That is
Christ.
that is a ringtone that has to be made.
No, it's not. In no way, shape, or form should that ever be heard again.
Well, you're not going to confuse it with anybody else's.
No one else will have that ringtone. You're right. All right, everyone. Have a great week. Here comes some
See
commercials.
you next week.